The solar stats for February are looking a lot more healthy than they've done for the past few months. But before we go on and we go into a deep delve of the breakdown of those stats, how much I've saved, how much energy I've actually generated, please hit the subscribe button. It massively helps out the channel, and if you are looking to switch to Octopus, here's some referral codes for them to switch them as an energy supplier. You get £50, or if you're getting a heat pump, here's my heat pump referral code. Okay, so on with the main part of the video. As we're now into March and this is St. David's Day, it's time to look back at those February numbers. So as usual, just a bit of the background of what I've got. I've got 12 Q-cell 385 watt panels on a south-facing roof in Swansea. That means we have a peak power output of 4.65 kilowatts. That goes down into a 5 kilowatt solid inverter. I've got a 5 kilowatt hour pure drive battery, but when I have a heat pump installed in 2 months, that will be being upgraded to a bigger capacity. I currently have a gas boiler and a gas hob, but I have a air fryer and oven, which is what we normally use for our cooking, and obviously the heating is all via gas. And none of the figures that I am talking about today include a standing charge for electricity. So first of all, let's look at the generation graph. So the total generation for the month is 223.5 kilowatt hours. The minimum days we had was about 0.4 kilowatt hours, and the maximum days, as you can see from the graph, are up around 25. And as you can see from the past week, in Swansea we've had quite a bit of sunny weather, which has really boosted our solar generation. It'd be nicer if it was a bit more even over the whole month, but I can't complain considering how much of it I export. So that would be the next thing to discuss. Normally we use around 210 kilowatt hours a month. This month we've only used 190 kilowatt hours, but that's because it's the shortest month of the year. Of that 190 kilowatt hours, I have the imported amount was 133 kilowatt hours, and that's because I'm on Octopus Intelligent Go, which has a nighttime rate of 7p per kilowatt hour between 11:30 and 5:30 in the morning. So overnight I import to charge my battery up to 100%. It's also when we run our dishwasher and washing machine. So we import quite a large percentage of what we use. In fact, that's about 60% of what we used. However, of that 133 that we've imported, only about 4 or 5 kilowatt hours were at the peak rate of 25 pence. So when I look at my savings, what I do is I look to see if I was to use that 190 kilowatt hours, if I was to be paying the price cap of 25p, that would have cost me about £38.25. Instead, with that import using the Octopus Intelligent Go tariff, it has only cost me £10.13 for the entire month. There is one proviso for that. I did charge my car with 25 kilowatt hours, which would have cost me an extra £1.50 for about 100 miles of range, and that's because I get free charging elsewhere. Versus enough charging if I need to top the car up because we're going somewhere, or because, and just to keep on the Octopus Intelligent Go tariff, I do need to plug in at least once a month to satisfy the terms and conditions of that. Okay, so that means I've paid just £10 for around £47 worth of electricity, which means I've saved £37.12 this month. Right, now let's look at the seg, because that means we've exported quite a lot of that 223 kilowatt hours we've generated. So we've actually exported 161 kilowatt hours, and our seg rate is 15p per kilowatt hour. So that means that Octopus have paid me £24 and 32 pence. So if I add my savings of the £37 and the seg payment of £24, that means I've had a monthly payback on my solar panels of £61 and 44 pence, which is actually £5 more than in January, even though it's a shorter month. The actual savings per month has been roughly the same, which is partly down to the fact that we've had less days where we've had to import at peak times, just because they've been sunnier and the days are been getting a bit longer, but that's counted by it being a shorter month. In terms of seg, we've been paid £6 more this month compared to last month, and as you can see, that is all on this graph that's been in front of you. Okay, so if we go back to that £24 in seg, that means effectively my bill for Octopus for electricity this month has been £10 for the electricity, about £18 for the standing charge, which is about 61p per day, so that totals about £26. We've had £24 come in from Octopus, so a whole month of electricity has only cost us about £4 or £5, and that also includes charging the car. So how does this compare to previous years? So first of all, let's look at the generation. So as you can see, that this year's generation February has been much better than last year's generation. It's about 30 kilowatt hours more, in fact, but it's still nowhere near as good as the first February we had for our solar panels, which was in 2023. Finally, let's just look at how this has amounted to money. Just because of the Octopus Intelligent Go tariff, the seg tariff, our savings have been a lot more this month than in previous years. So, quick recap of what I've had from my solar this month. Thank you for watching. As I say, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in another video very soon.